Hi, my name is ZAINI AKASYAH ABDULLAH, and I'm gonna presenting the introduction and the issue of the case. For introduction, a legal relationship is between the bankers and the customer and will be happen after the formation of a contract. This is whereby a contract between the bankers and the customer is formed when a person want to open a bank account in the bank and the bankers give his acceptance for the account. Hence, a bank customer is someone who uses the bank services and has a bank account. Thus, there are more different kind of ties between bankers and customer are created by the contractual relationship. Issue of the case. The issue is whether rubber industry able to take action against the Oriental Bank of Malaya to claim back the money.
Good day, I bid to Madam Ninadin. My name is AMIRAH MAISARAH, and I will present about the storyline of this case. The defendant, Rubber Industry, issued a check to be given to Coke and Rubber Estate by post. However, the check fell into the hands of Mr. Lee Manchoy. Mr. Lee then took the check to the Central Bank of Malaya and requested an account opened for him in the name of Coke and Rubber Estate. The bank then acted in a good faith, has deposited the check in Mr. Lee's account. After Mr. Lee got what he wanted, he withdrew the proceeds and disappeared. That is all from me. Thank you.
Good evening to our lecturer, Madam Ninadin. My name is FARAH WAHIDAH binti MOHAMAD ZULHALIMI, and I am going to talk about the court held. So, regarding about the case, since Mr. Lee was deposited the check he took from Rubber Industry and withdrew the proceeds with the Central Bank of Malaya, the court decided that Mr. Lee was a customer for the bank because he had made a transaction with the Central Bank despite the fact that he had taken the check from Rubber Industry. Nevertheless, the court chose to defend the banker because of the banker act in a good faith, whereby the banker follow all the procedures.
Good day, I bid to Madam Ninadin. My name is AEMYLIA ZURAINI binti ZAINI. So now it's my turn to present my part, which is the theory that related with our case. So the theory that related with our case is the definition of customer, which is in chapter 1. Basically, we have learned that there are 5 cases that can define a person as a customer of the bank. So the keyword for the first case is service and intention. A person can be defined as the customer of the bank when they receive service from a bank and he or she intends to open account at the bank. The keyword for second case is application. Means that once the person's application to open an account has been accepted and opened, then the relationship between banker and customer are existed. The third keyword is account. Means that the relationship between bank and customer will exist only if the person has an account with the bank. And the fourth keyword is transaction, which is the keyword for our case, which that Oriental Bank versus Rubber Industrial that in 1957, which means that if the person is making transaction, then he or she is considered as a customer of the bank. As what you heard about the storyline for our case from previous presenter, you can see Mr. Lee has made the transaction from the check, which means that he is sufficient to become the customer of the bank, even though the check is not belong to him. Last but not least, the keywords is advice. The person will considered as customer of the bank if he or she accepts advice from a bank. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, according to the cases, a single transaction would suffice to make a person a customer of the bank. For instance, Farah wants to open a savings account to make a payment for education fees overseas. That's all for me. Thank you.